Today, American Black Journal and Detroit Public Television extend our condolences to the family of longtime media personality Cliff Russell. He died last weekend after suffering a heart attack. Cliff was a fixture in Detroit media and politics, and he hosted this program in the 1990s.
Welcome to Detroit Black Journal. I'm your host, Cliff Russell. The late author James Baldwin made some interesting observations about the media and political elections. Baldwin remarked that we choose our elected officials in the same way we buy cat food or select toilet paper. We go for the brand name that has been most successfully sold to us. The fact is that political campaigns, including the one going on in Detroit these days, and the media are inseparable.
The entire Fab Five, as they're called, and in fact black players across the country get certain monikers placed on them or certain things about their character or attitude talked about. How do you read how the media treats black players, and how do you feel about that?
Well, I don't know if it's a deliberate attempt, but I know that, for instance, if Michigan plays Indiana, we're talented and Indiana's good. You know what I mean? Right. It's like talent wins over hard work and effort. So I think that has to come with our dunking or fancy plays. If they see Jalen Rose go down the court and throw an alley-oop to Jim, that's all they see is the flash. They didn't see that maybe Jim got a steal or had to dive on the floor or somebody got the rebound. You can't be fancy if you don't work hard. And I think that that comes with it because of our flashy plays. And I think just because maybe if you have 5 black athletes out there, that they have to be talented more so as a person that has to work hard for their shot or as a good thinker, that type of stuff.
Not just 5 black athletes, but you guys play basketball in a style that is perhaps the antithesis of an Indiana. A lot of flair. When I watch you all play, it reminds me of the games I see in the city in the summer at St. Cecilia or at the park somewhere, as opposed to some other teams.
It's big business, and it takes guts, discipline, determination, organization, and savvy to make it work. And right here in the heart of Motown, it's even more difficult. But there are those who have made their mark, and those who are embarking upon that challenge of running an automobile dealership. Hello, I'm Cliff Russell, your host for Detroit Black Journal. And joining me in the studio are 4 black pioneers of the automotive big 3, Chrysler, Ford, and General Motors. They are Mr. Mel Farr, the superstar from Mel Farr Automotive Group, who's also the chairman of the National Black Auto Dealers Association. Charles Harrell from Harrell Chevrolet, who's donned himself as the new sheriff in town, did wear his hat. Teresa Jones, the lone black woman of our group, who owns Northwestern Dodge, also a former director of nursing at the Henry Ford Hospital. I was impressed to just learn that. And Nathan Conyers of Riverside Ford, who's been around and is in the city limits for the longest. And we also have you. We want to hear from you. Your questions and comments to our guests are very welcome.
Cliff loved history, and he made history himself as Detroit's first black mayoral press secretary and Major League Baseball's first African-American head of communications for the Detroit Tigers. Cliff Russell was 61 years old. Visit dptv.org for a special One Detroit tribute to Cliff.